Have you ever wanted to throw a fireball in Minecraft, but all the tutorials you've watched were too complicated, and maybe you didn't want to download mods just for fireball? Well, in this video, I'll show you two different fireballs that only require 3 command blocks each. So let's begin. Alright, so the absolute first thing we want to do is we want to run this command, which is in the top of the description, which just gives us a snowball that looks like a fireball for immersion's sake, I guess. And to make it work, we want to, in a repeating command block, execute at all it sees type fireball, not fireball, snowball. Getting confused here, snowball. Then we want to run the command summon fireball. This does so it summons fireballs, which is great. But they're not really flying; they're just stationary and doing weird stuff. So let's kill those, and then we add another command block, which makes them move. In this command block, chain command block, we make sure it's conditional, so it only activates after that one has activated. Here we execute at all entities type snowballs, once again, snowball. And here we run the command data modify entity, entity all entities type fireball, and it cannot do multiple at a time, so we say limit 1, and then we sort nearest, just in case there would be another one in render distance. And we make sure it is motion, yes, I spelled it correctly, motion we're tracking. Then we set it from entity, all entities type snowball, so the fireball gets the snowball's momentum. Here we put limit 1 once again and sort nearest. Yes. And here we make sure to put motion 2, because else it'll just take the entire thing and it just won't work. So if we try that, it's gonna explode like hell because it's spawning a lot of fireballs. So the last command block we're gonna need is another conditional one, which executes at all entities type fireball this time. And at this fireball it just kills, runs the kill command, and it kills all entities type snowball. And then we once again put limit 1 sort nearest, so it doesn't kill them all. So this should now actually work if we try it out. I do that. Look, now it fires 1. And this is awesome. Currently I have mob briefing off because this counts as a gas fireball. And I have mob briefing off so it doesn't actually destroy ground. If I turn it off, game rule, mob griefing, true, then it would break the ground and set fire, which is very cool. So this is the first fireball, which is, it kind of functions like a fireball from Bed Wars, if you ever played that, which is that's pretty cool. Alright, so for the second method of throwing fireballs, it kind of works the same way. And we're also going to start with a command block here. This is going to be the second command in the description, which this just gives us a fishing rod that looks like a blaze rod. So to make this work, we're going to do the same thing, basically, as the other one, where we execute at all entities type. This time it's fishing bobber, which is an entity. It is the entity that comes out if you show entities. That entity is what we're targeting. So at that entity, we summon a. This time I'm going to make it a small fireball, for difference sake, I guess. Oh, and I was also almost about to forget. Remember the run right there? It's easy to forget. So if we power that, it will summon a lot of small fireballs. And that's not quite what we want. So I'm gonna kill those. And we're gonna add the next command block, which is a chain command block, just like the other one, where we also put it to conditional. And this is going to execute at all entities type fishing bobber once again. And this is going to run the command once again, data modify entity all entities type small fireball this time, and once again limit 1 sort nearest, so it actually works. And we're gonna change the motion of this fireball, and we're gonna set it from the entity, the closest entity, I guess, which is the closest entity of fishing bobber type. So type fishing bobber, and also limit 1 sort nearest, because else it doesn't know which one to target. And here we also put motion once again. And remember, this has to be with a big M, since it is data we're working with. So now if we do it, it somewhat works, which is fun. But it summons still a lot. So the last command block we're gonna add is another chain conditional command block, and here we execute at all entities type small fireball, and we're gonna run the command kill all entities. Kill entities type fishing bobber, so it only spawns 1. Yes, and now this should actually be functional, which is great. So if I try, let's aim for that pig. Yep, it works. Alright, so lastly, I just want to show you some things you could do to the items that you're holding. You can change the name here at the end to basically whatever you'd like, with spaces and whatnot. You can also just not give it a name. And here you can change the model. If you give the model something that's just not an item in Minecraft, it will give you this. And to make sure it is an actual model, you can press F3H till it says shown, advanced tools have shown, and then it says in dark gray text, blaze rod, because it's a blaze rod I'm hovering over, and ironing it with the underscores instead of the spaces. And there's one problem with these command blocks right now, which is they only really work if there's one person at a time using them. If more people try to use it at once, it could screw up. I'm not sure if it will. So let me know if you want to have a video on that in the comments, and consider liking and subscribing, and I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye.